The weather brought to you by HEL&P.
A Queensland family is in shock after discovering Redlands Mayor Karen Williams is the executor of their mother's will. They're now contesting it after finding the entire estate has been left to an organisation connected to the mayor, known as the Redland Foundation. Despite multiple interview requests, Karen Williams has refused to speak to 9 News.
Freya and Nils are coming to grips with the loss of their 85-year-old mother, Angela. She died 2 months ago after a fall at a nursing home.
No time to grieve.
The Redland grandmother had been in a care home for 6 months and was suffering dementia. Freya was in the middle of preparing a granny flat for her mum before she died.
She, up until her last weeks, would always talk about the bungalow and how she had expected by now that she'd be living there. And when was she going home?
But another shock came after their mother died, when her children discovered they had been written out of her will. Instead, the entire estate, believed to be worth about $500,000, has been left to an organisation separate from Redland Council, known as the Redland Foundation. They were even more surprised to see the executor of their mum's will is Redland Mayor Karen Williams, who recently crashed her council car while drink driving.
We Googled the name Karen Williams and the only one that came up was the Mayor of Redlands. And, you know, we thought, no, surely not.
Redland Foundation promotes itself as a philanthropic organisation that gives back to the local community. It has 12 directors, including Mayor Karen Williams and former Mayor Don Seckham.
My mother never mentioned Karen Williams.
But this family was left with more questions after discovering another director of the foundation, Ian Neal, is also a director of McCarthy Jury Lawyers, the firm who prepared their mother's will in 2019. McCarthy Jury solicitor Sandy Shuttleworth witnessed and signed the will itself. At the time, she too was also a director of Redland Foundation.
We don't want to let things lie because we just have too many questions that we want answered.
The family is now contesting the will, questioning the arrangements in place.
If I were a ratepayer in Redland and my mayor were spending her time executing people's wills, I would ask why.
They have copies of earlier versions prepared by the public trustee, where they were the beneficiaries with no mention of Karen Williams or her charity.
So she changed her will probably, I would count, about 5 or 6 times that I knew about.
Angela's family and friends say she was showing signs of dementia for years and question her capacity to change the will at the time, which will form part of the family's legal claim.
Things around the house, she couldn't find things.
In the last, say, 5 or 6 years, we went on some cruises together and we had lots of fun together. She just was always fun. Yeah, but during that time, that's when I could see the big difference with her.
We've spoken to other family members, but they declined to go on camera. 9 News does not suggest any party involved in making Angela's will acted improperly, but the questions posed by Angela's children deserve answers, and Mayor Williams has refused multiple requests for an interview about Angela or the program supported by Redland Foundation. In a statement, Karen Williams says she met with Angela once in 2019 when she reached out to her office. But the mayor says she didn't know she was appointed as executor until the 85-year-old died. She said Angela was encouraged to obtain her own independent legal advice before making a decision. We asked for a full list of donations handed out by the foundation in the last 2 years, but didn't get an answer. Instead, the foundation's website was updated, saying over the last 8 years, it's given a $100,000 grant to the Centre for Women and Company Redlands and a $30,000 grant to DV Assist. But documents filed to the Australian Charities and Not-for-Profits Commission show last year the foundation's overarching trustee had close to $1 million in the bank and handed out about $220,000 in grants and donations last year alone. It's not required to disclose its donations, but its website shows it regularly gives to local sports clubs it's affiliated with.
I just would like to know why these people came into her life.
Mayor Williams is yet to provide Angela's children with answers to all of their questions. They're calling for a meeting with her so they can better understand how so many parties associated with her foundation were involved in the making of their mother's new will. Josh Babis, 9 News.
Well, time for your full weather forecast now. Back to Gary. How's the rest of the school holiday week looking, Gaz?
Andrew, a bit of a mixed bag this week, starting with a fine day tomorrow, but all the ingredients are there for afternoon or evening thunderstorms, potentially severe, so we need to keep our eyes to the western sky. Look, it was busy on the sand and our beaches today, but not just on the sand. Take a look at these pictures our cameraman Robbie spotted about 90 minutes ago of a pod of whales just doing some tail slapping in that northeasterly breeze just outside the whale nets, and it was quite a sight for holiday makers as well. Let's get straight into weather now, temperature-wise, and a little bit cool for those inner suburbs this morning. The overnight low 5 degrees in Warwick, 8 in Toowoomba. The max today 28 in Greenbank and Archerfield, 27 recorded in Brisbane, Ipswich, Caboolture, Beaudesert and Gatton. To the weather map, widespread rain, showers and storms across parts of Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, Tassie and southeast South Australia as the next rain-bearing system moves into the picture. For our capitals, sunny in Perth though, cloudy in Adelaide, rain for Melbourne, showers in Hobart and Canberra, showers and thunderstorms for Sydney and a shower or two even in Alice Springs. Queensland mostly sunny, 32 for Cairns, 30 in Townsville, sunny in high 20s for Mackay, Gladstone and Rocky, partly cloudy in high 20s across the Wide Bay and Burnett. Sunny inland, 36 for Mount Isa, late showers and storms on the way for Longreach with heavier falls in Roma. Here in the southeast it'll be a partly cloudy day, could even see some early fog patches. The chance of those late showers and storms firing up as northeasterly winds feed in plenty of moisture, temperatures mid to high 20s. Moreton Bay, those northerlies will reach 15 to 20 knots, so boaties, best conditions in the morning. Brisbane, early fog patches, clearing to a mostly fine day, but still those late storms are likely, a top of 27 degrees. The week ahead, few showers Wednesday and a possible storm, mostly sunny and warm Thursday and Friday, cooler over the weekend with a couple of showers the first weekend of October. Ipswich, a couple of showers and possible storms Wednesday, mostly sunny, high 20s Thursday and Friday, partly cloudy and 25 Saturday, cloudy and cooler Sunday with a possible shower. For the Goldie, morning showers Wednesday, possible storms in the afternoon, mostly sunny Thursday. There is the possibility of a shower Friday, but mostly fine, but a shower or two Saturday and Sunday, and only 21 on Sunday. The Sunshine Coast, couple of showers Wednesday. The chance of a storm will clear up for Thursday, but a shower or two moving back in for the first weekend of October. A nice start to tomorrow though, guys.
Sounds good, Gary. Thank you. Before we go, here's a look at a story you won't want to miss tomorrow night.
Think you can't afford a new home? Now, an innovative plan to house Queensland over 55s.
This is a roof over my head.
New houses in popular suburbs that's yours to live in forever.
You can still be connected socially, you're not alone.
Beating our housing crisis. 9 News tomorrow.
And that's 9 News Queensland for this evening. Tracy next with the current affair.
Thank you for your company. From all of us, have a lovely evening. Good night.
Good night.